Hey, thanks for watching. So this year our tournament season started early in the spring on down on the Mississippi River for the St. Jude Bass Classic.
Fish on?
Unfortunately for us, the bass didn't show up or cooperate, but we did have a good time. And this was early in the morning. We thought maybe we were on something good here, and it turned out to be just big walleye. Freaking giant walleye.
Right. Could keep that. Not bad. Ooh, fish on. Oh no, I got off. Or wait, shoot, no, it's off. There was a sharp hit, but then it.
Let go.
Oh shoot, it's still there. It's a pike or something. It's annoying.
All right.
Yay! I can get it.
So we ended up finding a lot of pike, some walleye, and a few short bass, but nothing. In 2 days, we really struggled to catch any weighable bass. Seems like everyone who was on this section of the river had the same problems. I think we needed to make a run all the way up into the north side of Pepin and into some of the marinas and stuff like that, but still had a great time and helped raise a lot of money for a great charity, so well worth it. Good time, hung out with some friends, and got to fish with my wife for a few days, which was awesome.
What?
I threw him and he landed right on my line.
Oh.
So our next event was an event for Sam and I on Clearwater, which is right in our backyard. So we got a lot of good practice in. As will be a theme throughout most of our tournaments this year, we managed to stumble on a lot of good walleye and in spots where the bass should have been. This one, fortunately, was in practice, was a really big 25, 26 inch walleye. Great fish. Fish, everything in practice for this event was just chewing. We pre-fished for 8 to 10 hours in pretty driving rain and never really stopped catching fish. It was a good time, and the fish were really biting.
I estimated this goes 18.
Starting spot in the morning, we didn't have the camera running yet, but we caught one that was almost 4 pounds. A couple other decent fish, so we had 5 in the
we'll see what happens.
I think either 4 or 5 in the live well after our first spot.
Did you use them again?
Then started running around trying to find some bigger fish.
No, I think there still is some in the tail.
We had been practice, and we had just been catching the fish like crazy, just weren't finding the bigger ones. Mostly it was, 2.5, 3 pounders, which we were happy to take, but we knew we were going to need some more 3s and 4s to compete in this tournament. Especially the way the fish are biting, there's going to be a lot of teams on them. So here we just ran up to another spot, cut the motor, and had the trolling motor up onto the flat here, and like we found in a bunch of spots. As soon as we got even close, we were getting bit right away. Ended up culling, but not by a lot. But you can see just how fast the action was once we got up onto the weed line. It happened pretty quick. In practice we probably caught 20 or 30 fish, maybe more. Same thing on tournament day. Even on practice we were trying not to catch fish, trying to eliminate spots, and just everywhere we went we were catching them. And where they were grouped up. So we ended up with the middle of the pack finish here. I think we finished just out of the money, but just couldn't quite get those big bites. We had somewhere around 15, 16 pounds, but needed to get to 18, 19 pounds to make to make a run for it. So, but one of our close friends did finish in the money and got into a bunch of big ones. I think he might have won that tournament. But it was a good time, fun day, nice weather.
Exactly.
Next stop on this trail was for the Minnesota Bass Series was on Horseshoe Lake. It was the day after Clearwater, so we ended up spending a lot more time on Horseshoe because neither of us knew that lake very well. Early, in pre-practice, a few weeks before the tournament, I had been out there, and again, just first spot, all I could catch were walleye. I think off of this spot, I either caught or had a walleye bite on like 4 consecutive casts. I probably could have caught 10 if I'd stayed there and tried for them really hard. As it is, I think I caught 6 or 8 for the day in various spots on the chain.
on the frickin' school of them. Like, every cast, I've had one on or caught one.
I did find a pattern for some nice bass earlier in the season out here. Not a lot, not numbers, but you know, some that were 3.5 pounds. This was the nicest one that I had found. Unfortunately, the conditions changed before tournament day, so that pattern didn't quite hold up. But still learned a lot this year on this chain, and can't wait to get back there.
Three and a half.
Three 7. On tournament day, it was all about dock fishing and brush and lay down fishing. Just not something we had spent a ton of time practicing for and pre-fishing, so we were kind of scrambling to make it up as we went. Again, middle of the road finish, had some live well problems, so took a dead fish penalty that cost us some weight as well. But overall, we had a good time. Learned a lot about the chain. On tournament day, we didn't catch any walleye, but we did catch a number of catfish, which was always fun on bass tackle.
That's a good one. Want a picture?
No.
Good one.
Ooh.
He's gonna help us.
No.
Come on, baby. Oh.
I've got 5 black He's going everywhere.
You gotta have catch him.
He wasn't gonna let go.
No.
They get the nice one too. Why? It ain't bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay to set that's on a few of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a 3.
Oh, is it? Oh, geez, yeah, it is.
Chunky.
When I first saw him, I was like, oh, it's a little one.
He's just chunky, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Went away.
Sure. In the lab hole there,
What's that?
in the lab hole there, keeping there for like a day.
Oh, yeah. I remember that baby.
Alright. Want to fish a different stretch?
Yep.
Probably could have left a while ago.
Yeah, for sure.
I got kind of distracted.
All right.
The next stop for the bass series was Leech
Same
Lake,
size as the last one.
so Sam will give you the recap for that one.
I'm just gonna enter him twice.
There you go.
Or is pre-fishing, just scanning, trying to find big boulders, kind of isolated off the big structure, usually in 10 to 15 feet of water. This one was right away in tournament morning. I lost a good 4.5 pounder probably. Broke my line right at the boat. We got a good look at it. It was definitely a big one. That one sucked in the first 5 minutes of the tournament, but it happens. This one's off that same hump there. We definitely found the life. They were everywhere on this hump. Like every rock had a fish or two, but getting them to bite was tricky. I think I caught all of them on a drop shot with a Berkeley flatworm on there. That definitely seemed to be the trick, but what do I know? I only caught 5 fish, so that one was, I think that was the biggest fish of our tournament. It was like a 4.5 pounder, solid fish. I was still in the first hour. We definitely thought we had a bag going there. We had the potential for sure.
Oh my god, he wasn't even
But we just couldn't get many of them to bite.
insane.
That was nuts. I thought the same thing. I was like, why?
It really seemed like finding life was the key out there. There'd be a lot of areas that just didn't have any fish, but it looked the exact same on the graph and on the live scope and everything. But the areas that had them, they were definitely stacked up where each boulder had 3 or 4 fish on it. This was a small one I caught off that same reef. Just a 1 pounder. I think it was 13 inches, but unfortunately it ended up staying in the bag. That big one would have definitely been a big call over this one.
Apparently. That was so random. Even a 2 pounders fight like 5s.
In the morning especially, it was really tough to get them to move off boulders, it seemed like. A lot of them you wouldn't even see in the live scope until they bit. This one was on a different reef. Same amount of life on it. I think this was a good 3.5 pounder. They really seemed like them smallmouth were keyed in on crayfish because everyone we caught was spitting up a bunch. But I got most of my bites on a flatworm, so. During practice we got a lot of bites on a tube, but the way you gotta fish at it so slow, and I wanted to really fish these boulders fast, so I switched to a drop shot to get down there faster, get in front of as many fish as possible. We were only spending like 2 or 3 casts on each boulder because we were just going for the active fish because there were so many fish on these flats. I just wanted to get in front of as many as possible. So I was fishing fast, making a couple accurate casts from a long distance on every boulder I could find, but then moving quickly and not getting hung up on one fish. This one was another 3 pounder. Definitely helped the bag out a lot. We ended up weighing in 15 pounds for 5 fish, but we had a 1 pounder and 1 2 pounder in there. Our biggest 3 were all upper 3s or 4.5. When you're fishing for these smallmouth, especially the big ones, having the right setup is so important because they fight so hard and they fight so sporadic. They'll come up and jump 1 second, and next they dive down straight to the bottom. They got so much momentum.
Coming together.
You could easily break a line like I did right away in the morning. You have to get the right setup and have everything dialed in to land these fish. This one might have been a 2 pounder I caught off a boulder.
Yeah.
Later in the day, you could see all the fish come up off the boulder a little bit. They were sitting on top of the boulders, but I think that's where we struggled because we didn't adapt enough, I don't think. We tried throwing some minnow baits, and they would definitely come chase it, but they wouldn't bite it, and I just don't think I have that bait dialed in enough. I think I need to just throw some off the bottom to try to get them to bite. We didn't get soon enough, I guess. This is a big pike my dad caught. Good 30-incher out on me. could find the confidence enough to throw that minnow bait a little longer, or maybe something up higher in the water column, get him to chase it, and try to convince him to bite. Maybe we would have caught 1 or 2 more bites, which we would have really needed in that tournament. I think this fish was end of the day. I ended up catching 1 more, but it was gut hooked and it wasn't much bigger than the last. This one, I got snagged on a boulder. And we went up there, and the fish was still on it after it got off the boulder. It really seems like when you're fishing these boulders like this, your first cast or 2 is the most important, because after 1 or 2 casts, they really shut down. Like they know what's going on. If you don't get them on that first cast or 2, I don't think you're gonna get them unless you have a secret bait or something.
What the heck?
Final stop for us for the bass series was on Homme Dieu chain. Again, we caught a lot of fish, couldn't find the big ones. Another disappointing finish for us, but we had a good time and tried to experiment a little bit, try some new stuff that we don't normally fish out there.
All of a sudden, my job here is done. But I definitely went on and brushed them. Yep. You got it? Yeah. Well, remember when I said it was a nice one? Oh.
How about that? No way. The second I got through. Hold on, don't move too far.
Got him? I'll be damned. Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, one's better.
I think we need to stop this.
We should stop.
Come back tomorrow, buddy. different.
The final tournament of the year was out on Big Stone. It was for the Battle of the Bassheads. I was able to get out there a few times to practice on my own beforehand. I did end up having one day with over 19 pounds, and in actually just a few hours, probably could have stayed out there and done better, but and got over 20. But they were chewing. Had a 4 and a 5 and a couple others in the high 3s. It was a good day. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Bigger than I thought. Holy cow. But like several of the other tournaments, the practice patterns didn't hold on for tournament day, and we struggled. We did find a deeper bite, just wasn't something I was super confident in. You know, Kelly ended up catching a great big walleye out there as well. Caught a great big drum, had a good time, but again, only brought 4 fish back to the weigh-in on tournament day. And, they just didn't find any of the big ones again, so we really struggled, but had a great time, a great event, and I love fishing Big Stone. It's always something new.
Nice. All right. The net. Big what? Oh, really? That sounds cool. Yeah. Nice job. Very cool. You need something to clean your hands?
No, not because I just gotta see if I got a bend. So all in all, the tournament success this year was a little bit lower, but had a good time, learned a lot. I feel like we got a lot better at practice. Just didn't translate into great tournament performances, but that's the way it goes. There's always ups and downs. We'll see what next year brings in terms of what tournaments we do and how many, but always a good time. Always pushes your limits. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Oh my. 19 inches, 4 pounds, 9 ounces. was a good one.
Even.